Good evening, everyone. I'm Ravneet and I am starting today Indian Partnership Act 1932. In this video, first of all, we will discuss about the meaning of partnership and the essentials of partnership. First of all, partnership has been defined under Section 4 and Paragraph 1 of Indian Partnership Act 1932. You can read this section also. First of all, meaning of partnership. Meaning of partnership. Partnership as a relation between the persons who agree to share the profits of a business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. This is defined under Section 4, Paragraph 1. Section 4, Paragraph 1. That is, let me show you in Act also. This is a Section 4. Section 4, definition of partnership, partner, firm and firm name. We will have to read out the first paragraph for the purpose of definition of partnership. Partnership is the relation between persons who have agreed to share the profits of a business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. Okay, this is the definition which has been given under the Act, under Section 4. Now we will discuss about the different definitions given by different jurists. First of all, according to Pollock, he defined a partnership as a relation which subsists between the persons who have agreed to share the profits of business carried on by all or any of them on behalf of all of them. So, definition given by Jurist Pollock is a similar to definition given under Section 4 of Indian Partnership Act 1932, which we have already discussed. Now, second jurist, that is a very famous jurist, that is Kent. According to Kent, he defines a partnership as contract of two or more competent persons to place their money, effect labor, and scale in lawful commerce or business, and to share the profit and bear the loss in certain profession. So this is a definition, this is a meaning of a partnership. And first of all, we have discussed about the definition which has been given under Section 4, Paragraph 1, and after that we discussed about the definition given by Jurist Pollock, and then secondly given by Kent. So this is enough to write down in a meaning of partnership. Now we will discuss about the essentials of partnership. Partnership. First of all, partnership how formed. Okay, partnership how formed. कैसे form होती है partnership? First of all, and second essential will be purpose. What is the purpose of that partnership? Then third is the object, and fourth is the nature. What is the nature of the partnership? Okay, and first of all, we will discuss about partnership how formed, how it can be formed. So, for the formation of a partnership, we will have to make an agreement between the persons. We will have to make partnership. We will have to make a partnership on the basis of an agreement. Okay, so agreement. Now, agreement term is not defined under Indian Partnership Act 1932. So, you can see Section 2, Clause E of Indian Partnership Act, which defines that expressions used but not defined in this Act, but defined in Indian Contract Act 1872, shall have the meanings assigned to them in that act. So it means any word which has been used under the Indian Partnership Act 1932 but that has not been defined under Indian Partnership Act, then we will have to take the meaning of that term from Indian Contract Act 1872 if that word is defined under that act. So, the word agreement has been defined under section 10 of Indian Contract Act 1872. Okay, as per section 10, for an lawful agreement, following conditions should be fulfilled. First, there must be a free consent of both parties. Agreement must be made between two parties, na? So the free consent must be there between of both parties. Okay, and second essential is competent to contract. Competent, both parties should be competent to contract. Competent matlab it means the party must not be a minor or disabled or insane or disqualified है ना, and that is a competent. The both parties should be competent to contract as per law. Lawful consideration, consideration should be a lawful. Illegal consideration, unlawful consideration will not considered as an agreement which can be lawful. And then fourth is lawful object. Lawful object means object of partnership, object of an agreement, agreement which is going to be in between two parties. That agreement's object should be lawful. Okay, and fifth, not expressly declared to be void, that lawful object and that act which is going to be happen due to that agreement, that should not be a void, that should not be declared by any court or declared by any law to be void. Okay, this is about partnership how can be formed. Okay, and in this essential, first essential, that was there should be an agreement. So in this essential, there was a landmark judgment, Ram Lakshman Sugar Mill versus CIT UP 1967 Supreme Court. You can write it down. Ram Lakshman Sugar Mill versus CIT UP 1967 Supreme Court. Now I will dictate you what was happen and what was held by Supreme Court in this case, Ram Lakshman Sugar Mill versus CIT UP. Just wait for a moment, please. Yes, in this case, a Hindu undivided family, which is a partner in a firm, if ceases to exist due to partition, then such partition will not affect the validity of the firm. Okay, you can write it. A Hindu undivided family, which we can say HUF, which is a partner in a firm, if he ceases to exist due to partition, then such partition will not affect the validity of the firm. And the application of registration of the firm cannot be rejected if the karta is a head of the family, joint family. Okay, if the karta of the joint family, being the contracting party, has signed the application on the ground that the other members of a family have not signed the application for the removal of registration of the firm. That was held in this case by Supreme Court. This is a brief crux of this case. Okay, this is all about partnership, how can be formed, and now we can also see this कि जो इसमें राम लक्ष्मण शुगर मिल वर्सेस CIT UP, आफ्टर दैट यू कैन mention in this in your paper that exceptions. First of all, minor, corporation, partnership firm, alien, insane, and disqualified. And now we will discuss about these persons that can, whether these persons can enter into an agreement or enter into partnership. They can form a partnership or not. Now we will discuss in brief, one by one. Minor. First of all, minor, as held in Mori Bibi versus Dharmodas Ghosh, 1913 Supreme Court. In this case, minor incompetent to contract. Minor was incompetent to contract as per section 30 subsection 1 of Indian Partnership Act 1932. Minor cannot be full-fledged partner but can be a beneficiary to the partnership. So, in this case, Supreme Court also held that minor cannot be entered into an agreement. That agreement would be illegal. That would not be considered as a lawful agreement. Okay, this is a basic essential of a section 10 of Indian Contract Act 1872, and Supreme Court held that a minor cannot become a partner, but he or she can be a beneficiary to the partnership as per the contract between the partners. This is about minor. Second, corporation. Corporation, a company or corporation, is treated as a legal person under the law. Law clothes it with that personality, and it is not as an artificial person. Such persons can enter into partnership. First of all, minor cannot enter. Okay, minor cannot enter into partnership, but beneficiary हो सकता है. And now about corporation. Corporation is a legal entity. It is considered as a legal entity. Okay, legal entity. So therefore, it can enter into partnership. Yes, enter into. Yes. Minor, no. Corporation, yes. Corporation means company or corporation, both. Okay. Now partnership firm. Whether partnership firm can enter into partnership. Actually, firm is not recognized as a legal person. Okay. First, partnership firm is not considered as a legal person in India, hence it cannot enter into partnership. This was held in a case. You can write on case name N. Khaderwali Saheb versus Guddu Saheb. Case citation is 2003 Supreme Court case. 2003 Supreme Court case. N. Khaderwali Saheb versus Guddu, Guddu, Guddu Saheb, 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 2003 Supreme Court. Okay, this was held in this case. What was held? That firm is not recognized as a legal person in India, hence it cannot enter into a partnership. Now we will discuss. So you can mark this cross. He cannot partner. Corporation, yes. Partnership firm cannot enter into because it is considered as not a legal person. And that was held in which case? That was N. Khaderwali Saheb versus Guddu Saheb, 2003. Now alien. What about alien? Alien means enemy alien, foreign national, enemy alien. You can write it down in this subheading, alien. National of an enemy country, although he is a natural person. Natural means like human being. national of an enemy country, although he is a natural person but cannot enter into a partnership in India. So this is a ban on alien. He cannot enter into partnership in India. So mark the cross on this. Now insane and disqualified. Insane and disqualified. This is a basic essential of Section 10 of Indian Contract Act, which we already discussed under the first essential. Under the first essential, that is, there should be an agreement. Okay, now you can see this also in your BR Act of Contract Act 1872. Insane and disqualified are considered as unqualified person for entering into an agreement. If they enter into an agreement, then that agreement should be considered, shall be considered, in fact shall, that agreement shall be considered as unlawful and void agreement. So you can write it in this subheading that Section 11 of Indian Contract Act 1872 provides list of competent persons. Full stop. If such persons are insane or disqualified, then they cannot enter into partnership. This is all which is given under Indian Contract Act section 11 and 10 as well. Okay, this is all about first essential of a partnership, that is, there should be an agreement. Now we will have to discuss about the second essential, that is a purpose. Carried on business. First of all, agreement. Now carried on business. Carried on business means there should be more than one transaction. Only single transaction cannot result into a partnership. So business should be carried on. Means more than one transaction. Okay, carried on business. Business has been defined under Section 2, Clause B of Indian Partnership Act 1932. Business includes trade, occupation, or profession. Any trade, occupation, or profession. Okay, so carried on, already discussed that carried on business means more than one transaction. Okay, just let me give you some example about carried on a business. First of all, you see Coop versus Iyer. This is a case, landmark, in fact landmark judgment. Ram Lakshman Sugar Mill is also landmark judgment on this point, and Coop versus Iyer is a landmark judgment on carried on business essential. Okay, you can mention inside landmark judgment. Landmark judgment on carried on business. Okay, business, carried on business, you can write it in this heading, in this essential. Section 4 paragraph 1 provides for carrying on a business. Section 2b defines the term business. We already discussed about this. Existence of the business is essential, so that where there is no intention to carry on the business, then it does not amount to partnership. It includes every trade, occupation, or profession which is capable of including any kind of commercial activity aimed at earning profits. There can be a single venture means single purpose, but still can be falling under the term carrying on. For example, like particular partnership that has been defined under section I think 8, that says partnership for a single venture means a single purpose, also considered as carrying on a business. Because like making a film है ना, मेकिंग अ फिल्म, दिस इज अ पर्टिकुलर पार्टनरशिप ना, कि हमें जो लास्ट हमारा जो पर्पज़ है वो है टू मेक अ फिल्म, बट दैट फिल्म that film is a part, that film, how can that movie, that film can be made? There can be more than one transaction in that movie, in that film, like makeup, like directorship, like composer, more lyrics and everything. That is considered as more than one transaction, that is covered under particular partnership, because the venture, because the purpose is single, that is to make a film. And the landmark judgment on this part is Coop versus R, 1788. I will dictate you and write it down in your notebook. Coop versus R. Write it. Where goods were purchased only for self-use jointly by two or more persons, therefore no business carried on, because it does not fall in partnership, because it purchased for only for self-use, not for sale, for self-use, that would not fall in partnership. Mere agreement to carry on a business at some future date or the fulfillment of some condition does not make them partners. Does not make them partners. Partnership for charitable purpose, whether that would be partnership or not. Particular partnership, partnership for charitable purpose, not, that would not be a partnership. Why? Because reason is that object of partnership should be sharing of profits, and in a charitable institute, share of profit is missed, sharing of profit is not there, because charitable purposes, partnership is for charitable purposes. The word partnership can be used by that charitable trust, but that in reality that would not be considered as a partnership, because for partnership, sharing of profits should be there. You can write it you can write in sharing of profits. Religious or charitable purpose society cannot be partnership. The business which is carried on must have a lawful object. This is defined under section 23 of Indian Contract Act 1872. If there is an unlawful business, then it is void. Mere use of the word partner does not mean existence of partnership. There can be a co-ownership, although there was a sharing of profits. Now, sharing of profits means just you can say sharing, just sharing anything which has been acquired by the partnership firm, by the partners, that would be divided, equally divided between all the partners, among all the partners, sharing of profits, that is called a sharing of profits. Okay. And section 4 paragraph 1 plus section 6 of Indian Partnership Act 1932, it's explanation 2, not all section, just explanation 2 of section 6. So explanation